live. Okay, how's it look like? Sorry, baby. How's it look like? Sorry, baby. It looks good live. Yeah, that's good live. It's perfect. Okay, we're done. All right. Okay. I hear a lot of weird work there with the mic on. Okay, we're shutting this down. Let's shut down. Okay. All right, let's go. We're done. Get glasses. Okay, let's go. Good. You guys can hear me. I know. I was just checking to see how it looked on YouTube. I was just doing a quick check. I was in the other studio. I'm coming out to spend time with you guys. So here we go. Okay. I've just entered the studio. I haven't flicked on you guys yet. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to this build. I'm sorry you're a little crooked in there. I can't help it. I have to run the power on my phone because my phone does not have enough juice to stay alive on its own. So it's kind of off kilter. So I apologize. My name is Charlotte. I'm going to be your host for the next 2 hours. California Haunts Radio. Uh, because we're going to be in here building the Yoda Lego. I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen it, but yeah, we're going to be building the Yoda Lego today. I have Grogu here with me. See, he's right there. He's off in the corner. So I've got Grogu right here. Grogu's going to sit right here and help me out here. My name is Charlotte again, and I'm the owner of the California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team based out of Sacramento, California. We are 45 strong up and down the state, which means if you have a paranormal issue and you're somewhere in the state, we can get to you. It might take us a couple of days depending on your location because California is a huge state, and people don't realize it. Everybody thinks of us as like Hawaii with surfer girls and surfer guys, and we do have that, but there's also other areas that are I would say treacherous. We've got a lot of mountains. We've got deserts. We've got low deserts, high deserts, a lot of farmland. So that's why it might take us a couple of days. And in the case that it does take a couple of days for us to get to you, we do have psychics and mediums on staff who can phone you and talk to you about what may or may not be going on in your place. And in most cases, if it is paranormal, they can settle down the energy. Okay, so it's beneficial. But it only takes us like 1 or 2 days to get out there. That being said, this is our craft night. I'm trying to do this at least once a week now. Just build something. I've had this Lego for a while, and I actually already built him via another Lego set. But there was a mess up with the mailing of it, so I ended up getting a freebie. So I had the second one. So when I decided to build Legos on here, I decided, well, why not? Let's rebuild him. Plus, my dog, the puppy, ate part of his hands. So this is my chance to do it, to do a rebuild and have another Yoda. In the end, he'll stand as tall as Grogu, probably 12 inches tall. In the end, this is a 1,700 piece project. So like the last time I said, we got through like one or two bags of parts on it because it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to build this thing. So hopefully you're as patient as I am building this. And there's a lot of little parts involved. There's a lot of layering involved, like with Grogu. You can, in fact, I'll show you. Hang on. Let me grab the box and show you what I'm doing with here. There we go. So you can see there's a lot of Lego layering to do. So that's what we're going to be spending most of our time doing is doing the layers. Plus, he's got a really cool lightsaber. And maybe if you guys, somebody feels it in their heart to donate, what would be really cool is to get donation because what they do is you can buy a kit for that lightsaber that lights it up. So his green lightsaber will light up. So that'd be kind of cool too. Been wanting to do that for a while. Anyway, we got our instruction book is this thick. That's what I'm going to be working on today. But If you're watching from Facebook, and a lot of you are, and you like what you see here tonight, please feel free to hit that follow button. We're always looking for followers. If you're on YouTube, same thing. If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube page, try to hit that 1,000 subscribers. We have 985 videos over there, all on various topics, and I think you'll find something that you like. You just got to cruise them. And some of them I've already put in categorical folders so that you can find it better. All right. And for YouTube, we're on Twitch tonight. We're also on Facebook. For all those social media sites, if you give me some thumbs up, happy faces, hearts and all that, what that does is that puts us up higher. Oh, yes, and chatting in the chat room. That puts us up higher in their computers. It pushes us out on the World Wide Web more to where they distribute us more to share us with more people. Okay, and that's for you guys as well. If you feel like you like what you see and you want to share, that would be great. That would be terrific if you could share us. And maybe there's some people in your house or something, but yeah, that would be great if you could find it in your heart to share us as well. Okay, I do not see the ticker at the bottom. That's supposed to be running. Oh yeah, there it is. So it is running. So as far as your comments go, unfortunately, you are on my iPhone and you're like way across this table. Excuse my eye. I've got a contact lens that's having major issues right now. It's really bothering me. Um, Probably because my allergies are up and eyes are dry. Anyway, yeah, I won't be able to see your comments, so don't feel insulted or anything if I can't answer your questions because that's why I can't see your comments because it's on my iPhone. It's clear the hell over there, and they're itty bitty itty. Okay, I'm starting to get my tablet to where I'm gonna probably get another tick or fix it so that I can actually have a second account and be able to do this like with TikTok. Okay, well, no reason not to get started. I do have an announcement tomorrow morning, if you haven't looked into it already, is Coffee with the Ghost Hunter, and that's a new feature we're starting. Every Thursday, I guess I'm going to start doing it every Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. You have the opportunity to come in to StreamYard again. You can do this from home. Meet with me, get to know me, pick my brain about stuff. I've been doing this for 18 years, so I have a lot of knowledge in it about ghost hunting. I'm not an expert. Anybody that says they're an expert is lying. There's no experts in this field. But um, I do have a lot of knowledge. So if there's something questions that don't get answered during the show or whatever, and you want them answered, this is the time to do it. You get to know me a little better as well. So that'll be at 9:30 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. It's $5 a person, and all that fee goes towards keeping the show on the air, keep new equipment, things like that, and days like this with Legos, and then we're going to be going on the road with stuff, covering stuff. Might even cover the St. Patrick's Day parade. I don't know yet. I'm working on that, so we'll see how that goes. But there's all kinds of things that I want to be doing to take you guys along with me, including ghost hunts. Obviously ghost hunts. So yeah. So if you feel in your heart that you can do that, that'd be great. And because if you were at Starbucks, it would cost you at least $5 anyway for a cup of coffee. This way, you're having coffee at home. You can wear your pajamas. You don't have to get dressed up. You can just kind of sit there, and we can all just chit chat. So come on in tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. 9:30 a.m. Pacific, and join me for coffee with a ghost hunter. Head over to the California Haunts meetup site. That's California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team meetup. Click on events. Scroll down to coffee with the ghost hunter. Okay. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road. I just want to make a quick announcement to our guests tomorrow. We have a special day tomorrow. I'm going to do a 12 o'clock show at noon Pacific, and I'm also going to do my regular 6:30 show. And the first show is going to be with a gentleman named Alan Pierce, and he is going to be talking about comas and what people hear and don't hear and experience when they have a coma. So it should be an interesting show. And then the 6:30 show is going to be with Karen Clark, one of our mediums. And I don't know what the topic is yet. We're going to be discussing that after I get done with this show. So have at it, right? So here we go, with that. So it should be interesting to see what the topics are going to be on this show. All right. I don't see any comments coming in yet. I hope you're out there. I know it's a build night. Some people may not enjoy this. I enjoy it. I have some people I follow on TikTok that do this at least once or twice a month, and they'll build Legos, and that's where I got the idea from to do a build night. Over the past few months with the holidays, I've built 3 gingerbread houses. One, 2 for Christmas and 1 for Valentine's Day. And who knows? Maybe next year I'll buy enough of them and store them up, and we can do them for each holiday. Maybe St. Patrick's Day house, Easter house and things like that. Yeah, there's always that possibility that I'm going to be able to do that. But like I said, if I look a little crooked to you, I apologize. That is because I have to run the power with the phone, and the tripod I'm using doesn't really allow for the phone to be plugged in, so it's at an angle. Okay, so when we left off, contact is something today. I don't know why. So when we left off, we're at the second step. It took us 2 hours to get this thing built. And this is Yoda's insides. There's two of his feet are two of his claws are right there. That's Yoda's insides. So it took us 2 hours just to build that. So tonight I'm expecting to go 2 hours with this, and we'll see how far we get. Because like I said, what's going to start happening is we're going to start layering, and it's going to be layer after layer after layer after layer. Okay, so it can get tedious. I can tell you a quick story too. I mean, I used to be an Oakland A's fan until this year, obviously. But what's funny about that is that they have this mascot that's a elephant called Stomper, and Brio actually makes their own little Lego kit things for MLB. And so I was actually finally, and it's rare to find Stomper, so I actually found Stomper, thinking it was going to be a fairly simple build. Well, when you look at Lego parts, they're usually fairly good size. The Brio ones were half the size of normal Legos. Half the size, even smaller. I mean, I'm talking tiny, 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 tiny parts. And it took days to build that thing because the parts were just so, so small. So, yeah. And I'd love to get another one to build just so I have it. Okay, well, here we go. Let me get the instructions out. Like I said, the book is this thick. We are going to be doing bag two. And if you look at the picture on bag two, we are going to start building his side. This is one side of Yoda. So we're going to start building this. So I don't know how long this is going to take tonight. Bear with me, but let's have some fun. And you guys can kind of, have your pizza, do whatever you're having for dinner, and enjoy. Just relax, and we're going to build. We're going to build, build, build. So here we go, and let me open this up, and I'm going to have to follow these instructions to a T. Like I said, I've done this one before. But I've also, people are probably going to hear me swallow because I'm using the headset today for better audio. Here's the start of one of the two. So far, we haven't had any parts missing. Knock on wood for that, because Lego's good for that stuff. You get rolling and realize that you don't have the parts you need. So as I complete these things, I'll show you the stuff. So, okay. Hopefully there's somebody out there watching. Then again. So we're going to tell some stories tonight too, because we do have an RSS feed, where we send this out to Spotify and all those places. So I do have to chit chat. Let me open the bag. Lots of parts. There's a lot of parts in this one. You can see they're all brown, okay? So, dark brown. Okay. It's a shame I can't play, like, music, while I'm doing this. But the issue is that a lot of copyright stuff going on. TikTok has an issue with Universal Music. There's areas of music that Meta doesn't cover. There's areas of music that YouTube doesn't cover. So it's like a landmine situation. Okay, let's make it through this step. We don't know. All right, Grover, you want to hold out your head? Look at that. Okay, now we're gonna hang on 1 second. So as I said earlier, I've been ghost hunting for 18 years. Started out filming a TV show called California Haunts, and it was a pretty cool TV show. We went out with a local paranormal team and filmed them during their investigations. And it was funny because when I started the California Haunts TV show, it was the same time that Ghost Hunters came out, and so that was unique. So my show and Ghost Hunters started at the same time, but we got to investigate some really cool places. But then later on, life got in the way, and so I had to part ways with some of them, which was fine. Move this out of the way here because we're gonna need this area, which was fine. And so I decided to go out on my own, and that's why we retained the name of California Haunts, was so that that would then become officially the team name. I am filming now. We're getting ready to film for a documentary. We're going to be going up to the gold country here in California and film some of the gold mines and haunted hotels. There's a lot of haunted hotels in this gold country, a lot of haunted history. So we're going to be going out and doing that with the team, and so that's going to be coming out at some point. So just an FYI. All right, let me get the first piece of story. I'm going to see if these help. My contacts are really old, and so I might as well not have reading glasses, but we'll see if this helps me a little bit tonight. Okay, so here we go. So I have to count little dots on these things to know what they are, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's a 10. It's a single, or it looks like a it looks like a single. It is a single, and I got a 4. Okay. So let me grab my single. I'm going to take some of these bigger pieces out so I can find stuff, because this is really packed. So let me find that is my single. Now I got to find a black colored 4. So it's here somewhere. And what's funny is I always find this amusing with Legos because it always seems so intimidating when you start. Like right now, the way I'm starting, it always seems super intimidating. And then once you get halfway through, you start seeing the bottom of the bag on the parts, and it's like, okay, that wasn't so bad. But you always got to admire. You've always got to admire how you get there. Remember Polar Express? How you got there? Okay. So right here, I'm going to move this so you can see. There we go. So here's this part right here. This table is a folding table. I use it for ghost hunting when we're out in the field. And it does have a ridge in the middle, so it is kind of like this. So if you kind of see things higher on this side and lower on this side, or vice versa, that's why. I'm right in the middle of it. Okay, so we're going to want to get... I say there's no black ones, right? There's no big black ones. There's going to be one of these. It's going to be this guy here. I'm sure there's no black ones that look like that. No. Okay, so this is going to go on this side, so that's what's going to connect this. So, okay. Yeah, I wish we could play some Disney music or something while we're doing this, but not happening. So again, this is going to be the first of of several layers that's going to go on that frame. And when you think of animatronics, like Disney, those animatronics that Disney has, it's funny because the framing inside of those things, you don't realize. I've seen like the Pirates guys that they have on Pirates of the Caribbean without the skin, and that's what it looks like. It's basically stuff like this on the inside of them. Basic framing. Okay. So I need a brown 4 inside here. No, that's not brown 4. And I know on TikTok they're always playing like radios in the background and stuff of music, but I don't know, since the thing with Universal Music, I think that's all kind of settling down because they really can't do the certain music they can't play anymore. And I noticed also that it's a 6. I also noticed that there's certain Disney music, and I know I had done some videos featuring some Disney music, and there's certain Disney music that you're not allowed to use on TikTok anymore. But then again, there's other Disney music that you can still use. So, I mean, probably under a different company at some point, So that's what I've been like finding out. Okay, I'll just go find that one. But I'm a big Star Wars fan. I never used to be, but I had a good friend of mine that got me started on Star Wars Legos, and that's what got me started on Star Wars. Was she got me a hang on a second, see where I'm at. Okay, she got me an AT-AT. She got the one that actually walks on batteries, and that's what got me started on Star Wars. And the stuff was just so fun. There we go. It's the big one now. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got a 10 by 8. It's probably this guy. Yep. Okay. Be our guest. Be our guest. So I'm trying to figure out what it's trying to tell me. Does it sit next to it? See, this is where I'm trying to figure out. Now it shows it going on here. Oh, there it is, right there. There we go. So that's just like that. No other place I can go because it's not going above that. I'm just trying to make sure that. Okay. All right. But anyway, she got me into doing these Star Wars Legos, and it's been really cool. I mean, I've done the Death Star. The Death Star was a huge build. I still have the Death Star put together. That was another like almost 2,000 pieces. Maybe I haven't even been 2,000 pieces. That was a huge build. There's another one that I have to build too that I'm going to share with you guys. I done it a little bit. Is the Ewok Forest, and it's their little Ewok houses, and they've got like hammocks and stuff in there. So I'm going to be building that on here as well. But I've also done X-Wing Fighter. I've done I've done Vader's ship. I've done everything. I've done battle cruisers. The Millennium Falcon was fun, and actually also I do. My other friend got me a from a yard sale. She got me a good sized Revell Millennium Falcon model that I'm going to be putting together and painting and stuff on here. So like I said, I've done a lot of Star Wars, and I love it. And that's what, like I said, that's what got me into watching Star Wars. You know, I never really bothered. I was a Star Trek fan. I hate being a Trekkie, but I was this huge Star Trek fan, and that I thought that Star Wars was more for kids, so I really wasn't into it. However, I was really wrong, wasn't I? Turns out I was wrong in my opinion of Star Wars because once I got into it, I mean, these are old browns, so I'm going to go with a two. Okay, two of those. Gotta make sure I'm getting the right stuff. Should have brought my other light in here so I can like really see these. I think that's a two. I think it's a double. Yeah. Okay, so I need two of those two doubles. I need two of the flat fours. Okay. I might make a tape during my break is go in there and get my super light that I use for ghost hunting so I can see what the torch actually look like on here because it's just the shade it's giving because they're all dark. Like I said, I'm dealing with dark colors tonight. Okay, I think we got what we need here. Should be 5 parts. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So now we're going to start building. Like I said, this is a gradual build up. I'm going to move this for you guys so you can see as we start building Yoda. And one thing I've learned over the years, my father told me this, don't get old. I'm going to go grab my flashlight real quick because I can't see when the brown merging into black and it's not a really clear thing. I'll be right back. Okay? Just sit tight. Be right back. Let me go grab my super light. It's right around the corner back here, so I shall return. You can hear me breathing. You can still hear me as I'm moving around. Like I said, my allergies have been really bad the last couple of days, so you're going to hear me panting a little bit as I'm moving around. I had to turn the furnace off in this room because this is the hottest room in the house. It's always been that way, and that's why when my mother was alive, this was her bedroom because I knew that she wanted, ouch, she wanted to be in the heat, and this was the best room for her. Okay, got my super light. All right. And this chair, I'm going to get a bit of chair in here too. Last time I sat on this chair for the whole show doing this, I couldn't even move. Both my butt cheeks hurt. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, much better. So what I've got is okay, so got it. That'll help a lot. So here we go with this. And God forbid you put one of these on an edge and then you have to move it. So where does the other one go? There's one there. Call for two of them, right? Well, obviously they go somewhere. So, oh wow, okay. So we're gonna have. Oh, I gotta see where that goes. Okay, we got one there. The 4 goes on that side. Oh, there it is right there. Good to know. Okay, so now here we go. So this guy is gonna go here. Again, this is gonna be not a massive build up to do this. Excuse my stuttering. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. Okay. When I do this in my living room is actually dark too, so I have to. Okay. Okay. Put that right in there, and then we're gonna put the 4 over here. So the 4 goes over here, right? Well, that's how it's linking. I see. The 4 goes over here, and then this is gonna go right here. Make sure I'm doing this right, because that would really suck if I did it wrong. Yeah, the 4 goes there, then that. Then we put the back pieces on. Okay. But this is going to be, it's going to be meticulous like this for the whole thing. And that's where we get to chat. Okay, and then this goes right here. Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's that step. There's going to be a lot of steps like this. Okay? I'm just saying. Double check. Yep. Okay, again, now we're gonna do our first build up on this. So I'm gonna have, damn, these colors are just awful. Okay. I've got 1, 4 like that. Okay. So this is where we're just going to be building layer on top of layer on top of layer. And this is bad enough, but then when I turned around, I also built Grogu as well, and the dog got that one. So I'm going to like siphon parts off the Yoda that I built, and I'm going to fix the parts for Grogu. I had a young dog, but you know what? She's turning 5, so she's starting to mellow. And you know what's bad about her starting to mellow is that I'm not liking it because I really like her kind of wild. Okay, there's a 4, I need a 3. Okay, that's the 3, I need a 4. I really like her kind of wild. I'm going to miss the wild part of her. Because she's mischievous, and I love it. So I need a 4, right? Okay, so there's that. And then I need a single 2. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I need a single 2. Okay. You know, I'm going to talk about this too. The Beauty and the Beast live performance thing that was on quite a few months ago, I loved it. It reminded me there were scenes in there, and I don't know how far back you guys go with watching Indian movies, but my mother was watching MGM movies, especially musical Kelly, and there were scenes in that particular Disney version of you know of Beauty and the Beast that looked like the movie American in Paris, and I thought it was really cool. And yeah, and then the different people that sang the songs, I was very surprised. And I've been a Shania Twain fan for a long time, since I can remember, and I was really surprised at how well Shania Twain did, because she ended up doing the teacup part, right? The teacup songs and all that. And I was really surprised, like I said, at how well she handled it. But I thought it was a pretty good special, and I enjoyed it because I don't really get into those things. Not very much anyway. Okay, let's look at this guy. See, there's our first double layer, and then we're gonna put the 4. We got What did I just do? I see. Is that what's going to happen? Huh. Okay, let me look at this. Yeah, I guess this goes here. But that's got to line up, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm already at a part that doesn't make sense here. Okay, this is where that's supposed to be. But it's not lining up if I do that. Oh no, yes it is, because it's 3. Never mind. Don't listen to me. The thing is, I answer back, and that's kind of terrifying. There we go. That's correct. So there's our first layer. I think this is the inner layer for Yoda's robe. So there's here. I'll show you that one. Yes, we're building up the layers on this. See, this is great for ghost hunting. See, I can turn it green. I can go red. Or I can go super bright and see all the way across the house, you know, that kind of thing. All right, so next layers. Well, that's the one thing for this is it's tedious. Anyway, so I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it yet, the live musical version of Beauty and the Beast, I highly recommend it because it was really good. I need a 4, I need a 3, and I need a 2. Okay. Get this out here. But yeah, I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I had a 2. But yeah, and I would suggest too before you see it, if you can, to watch Gene Kelly in American Apparel. Because the first few scenes, there we go. Because the first few scenes of the show itself look like an American in Paris. That's what it reminded me of. And you know, Disney's all about the MGM studios and all that. You know, because at one time they were, I guess, affiliated. I didn't know this with MGM, but you know. Okay, so we're going to go in here, and I'm going to go in 3 in on that, and then we're going to put the 3 right there. Right, I'm going 3 in. Yeah, this goes on here. So yeah, when you think about Disney Hollywood Studios, you know, and all that. Anyway, you should check it out. You should check out Gene Kelly in American in Paris. Yeah. Wait a minute. Am I supposed to have 3 in front of that? Most confusing. That's showing 3. Or maybe I'm looking at the bottom one? No. So it's showing 1, 2, 3, and then. Okay, that's right. It's even now. I'm fine. Really, I am. But yeah, like I said, I would suggest seeing an American in Paris and then looking at the live Beauty and the Beast because it the beginning looks just like it to me. It's kind of like the Oakland A's new stadium. I wasn't gonna go there, but um, when you first look at this stadium that the A's want to build over in Las Vegas, it looks just like the Sydney Opera House. And I'm not the only one that thought this. I mean, there were people online that everybody came up. I thought it was clever of me to say, "Oh, look, it looks like the Sydney Opera House," and it turns out that everybody else saw the resemblance too to the Sydney Opera House. Okay, this weird. This is off. Oh, you know why? Here we go. This is where you have problems. I just put this thing on there in the wrong spot, and now I'm going to have to fight this to get it off there. So hopefully, oh boy, that was a bad mistake. And I cut my nails last night, so yeah, that's not good. So I'm going to have to get that off somehow. If you're going to screw up, do the job of it. I don't see any place where I can grab it. This is why you have to be careful doing this. I wasn't paying attention, trying to get under there because sometimes they don't connect. I can't do anything else till I get this thing off of here. Oh, I'm in trouble. Houston, we have a problem. Situation normal. I screwed up. So, is that right the way I'm doing it? Yeah. Okay, so, give me a minute. I'm going to have to figure out how to pry this thing off. I'm going to take this one off here real quick, so maybe I can get it from that. Out of all the ones I put on, this one's on the best. There we go. Yeah. That wasn't too bad, was it? Okay. Put this back here where it belongs. There we go. Now it's right. Okay, so that's on now. Let me put this thing back over where it's supposed to be. There. Make sure I'm in the right spot now. And you know what? We got a problem. No, we don't. Yes, we do. What in the heck did I do? Where did I go wrong? Hang on, guys. Where did I go wrong here? That lines up. See, now I got a weird lineup thing. From what it's showing me. Oh, no, that's correct. I'm losing my mind tonight. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I suggest that you watch An American in Paris before you see that Disney Beauty and the Beast live. That's super long here. This guy. I need a 4. I like old movies. I just haven't, since my mother passed away, because I had watched so many of them, I just haven't really felt like watching them anymore. You know, it's kind of a memory thing for me. You know, that my mother, see, there's a thing right there. You know, that my mother used to watch them with me, and I used to watch them all the time with her. So this is where it's going to get interesting. In that this doesn't make sense. Oh yes, it does. Oh weird. Hang on, I got some. What the heck? Is that not in place? What did I do? There's 4 there. There's that. That's the way it should look. But then when I look at this, it looks completely different. This doesn't make sense to me. I mean, that part makes sense, but unless it's on the outside, but it's showing me there's black underneath there. Oh, I see. Never mind. The black's right there. See what I mean? It's one of those nights for me. I'm just totally, my mind is blown tonight. I don't know why. Okay, all right, we got this. That's what's happening. That makes more sense. Okay. It's like me talking to you guys and doing this is like trying to walk and chew gum at the same time, right? There we go. See, again, all we're doing is layering on this thing. Okay, it's going to be up higher. See, here's the next layer I just put on. That's what's going on. I jumped ahead on myself. Okay, so now we got to layer some more on. See, it's kind of boring. That's why I tried to be entertaining, tell stories, mix setups, bring ice. But like I said, I've been ghost hunting for a really, really, really long time. Had a lot of experiences. Okay, I need a flat 4, black 2, and then okay. It's amazing. Now the parts are starting to go down, which is kind of cool, you know. Let me see, there's 2 of these I need for this. There we go. Well, let's see if I can do this without screwing it up, right? Okay. You know, there's basic protections you can do in your house. It depends where you live, because I've heard stories where, thank you, I've heard stories where people live in apartments or they have a rental house, and they want to sage or they want to do something else in their houses, but the landlord says you can't do that. So there's a lot of alternatives that you can do that won't get you in trouble with your landlord. Real simple ones too. The one that I use here, I have sage. In fact, Jerry for my birthday, Jerry from my team, gave me a sage candle, which was really cool. But one thing that I do is I get sea salt and I put it in holy water, and I'll put them in little cups, put them around, in all the doorways and windows of my house. So this is showing me that it's going to attach right there, right? Okay. See, another layer. See, layer versus layer versus layer. And I put them in the corners of my rooms and all my, you have to put them in the corner of the rooms and my windows. Or there's people that will get that stuff and they'll mix it and dilute it and get a sprayer, like a hand sprayer, and they'll just spray it around their house for protection. I've seen people do that. So yeah, I've seen people do that as well. I've also, read ghost hunters that are going out, ghost hunting, obviously in the field, that they will take holy water and it is sprayer before they even go into a building. They won't even touch the doorknob until they've sprayed. And then once they do get inside the building, whatever building they're working in at the time, or investigating, once they do get inside of the building, they will spray the furniture and everything before they even sit down. A lot of precautions out there because you don't know what you're walking into. Have I done that? No, I haven't. See, there's our layers going in. Close to you guys, see? Okay. And but you can do that. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't do that. When especially your house, if you think there's weird stuff going on in your house. Boy, if I didn't have these reading glasses on, I'd be totally lost with this thing. As it is, I'm kind of totally lost. And sometimes, some lost. Maybe we can get through two levels today. I also have, and I might do this, a gift from Carrie, one of my producers, a long time ago. She found a Puzz 3D of R2D2 that actually makes noises. And I sometimes I get halfway through it, and then I put it away. So I think maybe it'd be kind of fun to build it on here. That might be an option to do a Puzz 3D. Okay. So it's all about lining this bad boy up. So we got 2, and then, okay. So we got these 2, and this is what's going to connect. Right. This is going to go here. Right? Make sure I got it right. And then there's a 3. Okay, yeah. So this is going to go here. This 3 goes here. There we go. And then, where's the other flat 3? There's that flat 3 too, which is going to go on the other side of this. Okay. Again, it's going to be one big layer buildup, but it's pretty cool layer buildup. Okay, so we're looking at, I don't know what the hell we're looking at. So above this one, right here, I found the spot. So according to this goes here. Or right next to that. Where's it going? See, it's not clear because the colors are like merging. Okay. So I'm thinking it's going right there. Yeah. So that's going to go right there. But again, that's an easy way to protect your house. I've even gone as far, and a funny story, kind of. Hang on. I don't know why these are bothering me right now. A kind of humorous story about all this is that I've even done it with frankincense and myrrh. And so what I'll do, because of my fireplace, I can't really burn anything in my house. I need two of those. But I went to burn it in my fireplace area, and I had one of my dogs, one of my kelpies, one of my older kelpies, was okay. Was in this one back bedroom that where my other where the regular studio is that I use, and we lit the frankincense and myrrh to calm the energies down in this house, and the dog smelled it all the way back. That's how the test. If you ever wonder what a dog's ability of sense to smell is, that's it. She barked. Well, she didn't bark. She sneezed. The minute we lit it, it started permeating itself down the hall and all that, and through all the rooms and everything. It wasn't even 5 minutes and she sneezed. So the dog was able to smell it right away. Which I thought was really funny. In fact, I was here with one of our team psychics at the time, and we both had a good laugh out of that because right away you hear this "hachoo" in the back. See, there's the layers again. Just layering, layering, layering. There's what the back of it looks like too, if you're interested in that. But we're just doing nothing but layers right now. Now we're going to add even more layers. So we're going to go with I got two of these I got to pick out. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need 8. 1, 2 of the 8s. Is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we need the middle one. 2 of these. There we go. And the poor dog was sneezing, and that was the frankincense and myrrh that we were using at the time. 2 3s, 2 of the 2s. Okay. One of those. Okay. Okay, 2 of these. Like the outer parts. But you can use things like frankincense and myrrh. You can buy incense burners to use, for that stuff. I have a couple really cool ones that I bought over the years. Dragons, you can buy them. They do different things. So I got 2 of those. Am I done with that? Oh, I have 2 of those. Okay. 2 of those. It's amazing how the parts have gone down now from what we started with. All right, now it gets tricky to start doing this stuff. Okay, so we should have 2 of everything. 2 of that, and 1 of those. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting when you're building because it's all the same bloody color. Okay. Right? Okay, that's where we're supposed to be. And then I need a 3 right next to it. Bizarre. A 2. Again, all we're doing is and the 1. Okay. So we're going to repeat this on the other side. Again, it's just one layer after another for this. So now we're back over on this side doing the same thing. Same process. It's going to go in on this one. But you can see, I'll show you on this one, you can see where the layers are piling up now. Okay. Same steps as the other one. And then the 2. Oh, this one turns this way. Clever. Okay, this one goes this way. I wonder who designs these things. I see you, but like I said, I can't read your comments. So you're like way over there for me. I have old eyes. Old eyes. Okay, so there's that So I'll show you how this build's going. Again, you can now see, if I bring it up close to the camera, you can now see the layers and how it's building up. See? Like I said, we're going to be doing layers so we can't stand it anymore. So now we've got a pretty big step on this to layer it up. So what we're going to need is I'm going to need one of that, 3 of those. So we'll just go step by step. I need one of those, 3 of those. But getting back to like stuff to like protect you in your house, you can use it. Lavender. Lavender is another one. Frankincense and myrrh. Because you know what frankincense and myrrh was used for, right? That was one of the gifts that the Magi took to the baby. Well, if we're going to talk religion, that's one of the gifts that the Magi took to give the baby Jesus as a gift. Was the myrrh? Was frankincense and myrrh. But it's a very good protection. I also have, the gemstone stuff too. And something I've done as far as going out investigating, and physically going out, is I'll make a medicine bag. They're really easy to make. You can put whatever gemstones you want to put in there, for protection. And you can also, part of that too is building it to what you would like, to what you favor. So I need 3 single ones. I need one X4. And then I need a 6 of that. Okay. But that's the thing, is that you can build a medicine bag to whatever specifications you need. I know one thing you got to put in there is you got to put a bird feather. Could be eagle, or whatever you happen to have around at the time. Or like I do, is I've always had cockatiels, so I'll use my cockatiel. I'll use a cockatiel, or whatever, feather duster. Take it off of that. If you can't find something to do, to do it with. You have a feather, just like animal fur. I mean, where the heck am I going to get animal fur? I live in the burbs, man. So my dogs then become the animal fur. And I always put worry dolls in there. With being part Mexican, you want to do something towards your heritage. So I use worry dolls. Okay. So let's start building this part. Be our guest, gonna get sued if I sing. The mouse with more money than God takes a dim view on copyright. Oh, and that being said, and I forget who it was I met when I was in high school. One of the Disney animators came to my high school English class, and I met him. And he taught us how to do some different types of drawings, where I learned how to do really easily how to draw a tree. Like an oak tree or whatever kind of tree. I learned how to do that. I think there's a gentleman that used to work for Disney that lived in Sacramento. So that's who it was. And okay, just making sure I got everything where it's supposed to be. So if I'm looking at this from this angle, that. So he came to my high school and showed us how to draw. And that's the biggest thing. The biggest takeaway I took from that session with him was how to do a tree. I used to draw Disney when I was a kid. I was really good at it. In fact, that at one time had been one of my dreams of my life, was I was going to work for Disney as an artist. But of course, things change. And of course, life happens. So, okay, something not right. Hang on. All right. Let me figure out what I did wrong here. Yeah, that doesn't belong there. Here we go again with parts. I didn't put the right part on. That's what I get here. I'm chit chatting with you guys, right? These are miserable to take off. Hang on. Let me see. Let me make sure. Maybe I went backwards on it. Yeah, I think I grabbed it backwards is what I did. Because there should be 3. Yeah, that's what I did. I grabbed it backwards. So now the 4 is going to go there with the 1. See, I grabbed it backwards. But yeah, I was really good at drawing Disney, so that was something I really wanted to do, was to be part of the art department, with the Imagineers for a long time. Okay, now we got this thing. Now we're going to put the top part on here. I didn't grab a 4, did I? I'm calling for 4 or 3. I see. Never mind, it's not calling for anything. So in the middle of this, somewhere, is the 3 is going to go on. I do believe this goes like this on there. Again, we're layering. It's just the colors are so dark on here, it's hard to see. Okay, there is the rise. Yeah, okay. Right there. So anyway, yeah, I was really good at art, and as far as Disney characters went and things like that. So that was one of my dreams, was to become an animator, but it never happened. I became a journalist. I became a photographer and a journalist. And photography is nice because I can express myself through photos. So I'm still, messing with art. Okay, so I've got that 3. All I have left is the 3, right? Something's not right here. No, that's correct. So where's the 3 go? Right on top of there. Okay. So that 3 goes right there. And I'll show you, this is starting to go up like a staircase now, which is what it's supposed to do as far as the layers go. So let me show you that. So if you look, if I can get in close, I don't know if you can see that. There's a step here, a step here, a step here. That's what it's supposed to be doing. So now we're going to attach this. Again, here we go. So this is going to sit. So there's our bottom. So this is going to sit right against the bottom here. Right here. And that's going to be lined up with. It's showing me. Is it lined up with the third? Well, it's showing me almost lined up with the back. So that must mean we're going into the third one here. I think that's where it sits. Because there should be how many in front of it? It's showing me 3. I don't know. It seems like it's uneven. I don't know why it's showing 3. It would go right here. But then it's not where it's supposed to be over there. Because that's 3 over there. Interesting. It's showing me 3 from the side. So that's got to be where it's going. Alright, I'm going to do it because that's what it's showing me. This is what it's showing me on the side. So if I'm wrong, I'm going to have to rip it all up. Okay. It's just a weird setup. And that's going to go right here to raise that. Okay, well, I think we got it in the right spot. I'm showing 3 going down. It just gets so confusing on here. Right, because there's 3 over here. 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay, well, I'm going to do it. If it's not right, I have to make adjustments on it later. But these do get confusing, which is what's happening right now. I'm so confused on this. Okay. Okay, so there. All right, now you get a better idea how much layering is going on with this thing. If I show it this way, so you can see it pretty good, how much layering is actually going in here. which is why it's so confusing. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, we're on the next step now. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Again, more layering. So now we're building another layer. So we're going to put this off to the side. Nothing to do with this now. And we're going to start another layer, part of it. Anyway, getting back to where I was. I know I got distracted with this. I really got into drawing Disney, and I think I had trouble with mostly with noses. So my mother, yeah, I would do these drawings, these really cool drawings, and my mother would like make the noses for me. But then after a while, with a lot of practice, I need one of those. Okay. I got better at noses. So I love it. I love to go to the Institute of Art at Disneyland and just draw. I sit there all day drawing, talking with the animator and drawing. I have a drafting table and all that stuff, so I can draw. But like I said, doing graphics with photos and things like that for the show and different things like that, designing. In fact, I actually have stickers. I have stickers, California Haunts radio stickers that I designed. I have a lot of fun with that stuff. So I enjoy it. And that, like I said, brings out my creativity. Just like this does. To me, with this stuff, when I'm doing it, and I'm not doing it for, like, you guys, to me, it's very relaxing for me to do this. Gives me time to think a lot, right? It's the time I think is when I'm doing this stuff. It's kind of fun. Or I can just forget about stuff and just think about, playing around with this stuff. So, but it gives me time to do that stuff. My creativity. I used to do every year. My dad would even buy me Legos when I was young, like around Christmas time. And so it was always around Christmas, and like Christmas Eve, I would build Lego. Always. And it's tradition. Normally I wouldn't be building this except during Christmas time. For me. Okay, so we're going to want to build on that. Why I keep grabbing this is pointless. Okay. Okay, so we're sitting on this. Wow. Okay. So as I'm doing this, excuse me while I do go silent here because I'm trying to figure all this out. Don't understand. Does not compute. This must go right here. It's pointed this way. Which way is it going? Showing it going this way. So put that there. I hope. I'm just hoping it goes the right way. Like I said, the colors are all merging here. It's insane. Oh, no wonder I can't see. Okay. So it's showing it going that way, and then we're going to want to go along the back on that one from there. Okay. So that's going to stack. I hope that's right. So that's that part right there. I hope I got it right. It looks like I have it right. Like I said, the colors are all the same. So I mean there's 3, right? Okay. Okay. Moving on. But I'm a person. I might have, you come to my house, I might have 3 or 4 projects going at once because it's just how I am. I like to keep busy. I've been enjoying. I just cut my front lawn. I've still got to get my Christmas lights out of my bushes, but I was able to get the front lawn cut and get my walkway lights put in this morning. So like I said, I'm multitasking all the time. And remember too, for you guys that are just coming in, I do a show every night, except every night but Saturday night, and it's always somebody talking about their experiences with the paranormal, whether it's UAP or contactees or other stuff, and then we do our fun night. This is our fun night. Okay, bring this back. Okay, this is gonna go there. But like I told you guys at the outset, this thing is meticulous to put together, just meticulous. And again, tomorrow, if you want to pick my brain, not literally, but my brain, you're more than welcome to join us, the group of people that are going to be doing Coffee with a Ghost Hunter, a one-on-one informal gathering where you can ask me all kinds of questions. And again, if I don't have the answer for the questions, I will find the answer for you. Right, okay. So if I go silent, guys, especially for you guys that are on the feed, the RSS feed, the reason why is because I'm trying to focus on where I'm putting this stuff to make sure I'm doing it right. Because it's all the same color that I'm dealing with. So what TV shows do you guys like to watch? I'm interested to see what people watch. I'm old school, okay? And I don't really watch a lot of TV because I don't have like YouTube TV or anything like that. I have Roku, but I don't have like regular TV. So I tend to watch, like I've been on this kick with Little House on the Prairie. And I mean, I've really been on a kick. I've been watching it day in and day out. I've probably seen all the seasons of Little House like 5 times already. And I'm still watching it. Because there's ones that I'm seeing that I haven't seen before after all these years. Okay, so this is going to go here, is what it's saying. So, okay. At least it's highlighting these things in yellow. I mean, that's a big help. So we need one of those, and we're going to put that on the end. But I always think this is clever. I always think of Star Wars when they started to build the ships for Star Wars. And I believe they used Legos. And I believe they bought like tons of Lego sets. And they threw all the parts on the table and told the Imagineer guys that they were using for to do the special effects to have at it. To build it. And that's what they did. That's how they created all the cool ships, the cool, craft like Millennium Falcon and all that for Star Wars. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong and somebody corrects me on it, I'm cool. I'll own up to it. But that's what I remember hearing somewhere somewhere along the line. And tomorrow will be a busy day because I said so. No, tomorrow will be a busy day because I am doing the 9:30 Coffee with the Ghost Hunter, and I'm also doing a news show. And then I'll be doing a 6:30 p.m. show with Karen Clark, one of our psychics on team. So it's going to be a busy one. It's amazing how we can go through the parts so fast on here. Okay, so this is going to go. This work is interesting now when we're building. So we're looking that way at it. Hang on, really? Let me see. So make sure I did it right. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So this is gonna go. What are we doing with that one? There's a second one now. You're not telling me where it goes, are you? Because we're gonna put something there, and then do we put another one on for the back? See, this is. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cover that. And just like people that have been, and we'll talk some Disney here, some Disney trivia. People that had been on the Pirates of the Caribbean to keep the water clean. They use some kind of bromide. They don't use chlorine. That's why when you ride the Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland or Walt Disney World, it has that distinct smell, and that's that. I think it's like chromium, it's something bromide they use because chlorine. You know, the theory behind chlorine is sunny, right? Because pools are sunny, and with the situation with the pirate rides at Disneyland in Disney World, the rides are dark rides. So they had to find something else that would work as a dark ride. Besides, you don't want, with the amount of water they have pumping in there, you don't want people inhaling chlorine fumes. Yikes. So that was the method of their madness, is that they didn't want people, a bunch of people inhaling chlorine fumes. I mean, that's bad for people's health. So I think that was part of it. So that's why they use this bromine stuff. Get awfully cool now. I was in a chat group with some Disney friends of mine, and we got to talking about Grease 2. And, for what it's worth, the music in Grease 2 was something to behold. I mean, it wasn't like the original Grease. But I mean, there were some cool songs, and we all started to, like, sing and hum the songs during our little conversation that we had. Okay. Michelle Pfeiffer, right? Okay, so this is this thing right now, the way it looks. It's looking like this. That's what I'm doing right now, is this part. Okay, two of those white ones. Uh-oh. I think we got our first missing part, kids. Unless it's under there. Do I need two of those or one? Wait a minute. Oh, it says one. Okay. Scared myself for a second. Three in the blue. Okay. Need this guy. And upright three. Two of those. Okay. Anyway, we got to talking about that movie, and we were all. This is on TikTok yesterday, and we're all singing the songs. It's kind of funny. And they have that cool writer, right? Put that on there. Put this on there. Hope I'm not boring you guys to death with this stuff. That's not my goal. My goal is to have fun and entertain. This is informal. This is like coffee with a ghost hunter in a way. This is really informal. Our little get together here. See again, now we probably built the top. This is probably a top part for Yoda, towards his neck or his arms, and then this is the bottom part for Yoda that we're building. Drink. Here we swallow. Sorry. One of my favorite books growing up, and it was fun because I used to be here. I was a latchkey kid. So I see a lot on my own, and I really became a huge fan of Mark Twain. And so I read Tom Sawyer, which was okay. But the one I really enjoyed was Huckleberry Finn. It was a hard read. If you haven't read it yet, I mean, it's written, in old Southern drawl, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I could still recite the beginning of the book. It's probably under copyright, so I'm not going to go there. But it's just along the line of "You don't know me without you have read a book, the name of Tom Sawyer," and that's how that book starts. And it's interesting because I'm also a fisherman, and that's something that's going to happen too. I got a fishing license for Christmas, and so we're going to be going out fishing at some point, night fishing for catfish. That's going to be happening. We're going to be doing that live as well. But anyway, I enjoyed Huckleberry Finn because, when he does travel around Missouri, the area he lives in, he would put out what they call trot lines, where they would just be on the riverbanks, and they would just throw these lines over with weights on them, and then within hours or whatever, there'd be 2 or 3 fish on them, catfish, which I always thought was kind of cool. My whole thing was, well, I want the catfish, right? Okay, this is where I gotta be careful again because we're going very technical, this thing. Okay. So I'm going to go one in with that color. So I said one in. All right. Anyway, so I love that book, and I learned a lot about fishing for catfish just by reading The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Okay, so this is going to go in here, I think. Yeah. If you haven't read that book yet, you should. It's a really good book. But I do follow, on TikTok, I do follow fishermen. And I'm astounded because, like I said, I like to fish for catfish. What's wrong with this picture? Oh no, it's okay. I love to fish for catfish, and I'm hanging over the edge right now. Just want to make sure we're not hanging over the edges on this because no, I don't think we are. It sure looks like. Well, maybe not. Okay. All right. Anyway, the ones that get the fish back east in the south, I think it's fascinating. One gentleman had a pole that was fluorescent, and I'm really thinking that's really cool because I'm always looking for like. There's a lot of the times when you're like night fishing. See, that did throw me, but that's okay. A lot of times when you're night fishing, you want to put a belt on your pole because you can't see the tip of the pole because it's dark, right? I mean, I do that all the time when I'm out. And if I could find another edge like these glow in the dark fishing poles, I have no problem with it. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying one or getting some. I mean, I've also seen people make their own where they will wrap it. They'll just go buy some fluorescent tape, and then they'll just wrap the fishing pole up in the fluorescent tape, and then you get a portable fluorescent light, and of course your pole is going to glow. Some people will do the tips of the pole. It's just the tip part so they can see it in action. Me, I would love to design one for myself and have it. But what I think so cool is like the fishing regulations. I think are a lot different, like in the South. And I mean, I see these guys go fishing, and they've got. And I've had this discussion with my brother-in-law, who's also a fisherman, and they've got like 6 poles on the back of their boats. I mean, it's really cool. It's really quite cool. See, it's coming together. That part. but they've got like 6 or 7 fishing poles dangling off the back of their boats. And the guys that have the fluorescent ones is spectacular, because you can see them all. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. I'm really quite good at it. In fact, I used to get 4 or 5 good-sized catfish a night when I would go out. We had a boat, a 24-foot cabin cruiser, that was moored at a local marina, and the fish would come in because we were on like the land side of the marina, and the fish, because the current in the river is so strong, the fish would come into that area, the catfish, to get out of the main current. And so that's where we would catch fish like all the time. It was fun. Okay, so I need 1, 4, 1, 3, and looks like a 2. Yeah. Anyway, so I would fish all the time off the boat. Never left the dock, just fished right off the boat. It was fun. That too. Excuse me, I have an itch. It happens. Some of us more than others. I was gonna say, I don't see that. And we're looking the other way, dummy. Go that way, dummy. Okay. Okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. Oh, yeah, well. I put it on wrong. I gotta pry that one off. Well, bugger. So here we go. I gotta pry this one off. Another big whoops. At least it came off. Jeez. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to be taking you guys cat fishing with me. And a lot of guys will go in winter. I have never had a lot of success fishing in the winter for catfish, but there's a lot of people that do. I'm not one of them. So I usually like to go when the temperature is really, really hot outside. So it'll be June, July before we start going out. It'll be 110 outside. It still stays hot in the evenings in the 90s. Those are days that just go on and on with the heat. That's when they bite better out here. So that's when we'll be going. But you're going to come with me. See what I can catch. And I'll have to find someone to cook it up because my mother's the one that used to cook it up. I'm not. Catfish tend to be really bony. So they have to, I don't know how the fillet goes on them. I just know my mother has told me when she was growing up with her mom and dad that they were always bony and they always had to eat with caution. Because, yeah. The other thing they do, and my brother-in-law, who is an avid fisherman as well, they make noises. The catfish make noises. And it's really kind of creepy. Because it's almost like they're talking to you when you take them off the hook. It's like they're trying to talk to you. And it's kind of unnerving when they do it. He doesn't like it for that. That really bothers him. To me, I think it's funny, but that's just me because I'm me. Okay, let's figure out what we're doing here. So I'm going to put a 3 on the other side of that. Okay. And it's going to go exactly right. Wait a minute. See, this is where none of this makes sense to me. Okay, so we know this 2 is going over here. Okay, where's this big part go now? This is what I'm trying to figure out right now. So I know this 2 is going to go right here. This is going to go here. Okay. This is going to go here. And then I can have this 3, which is going to go right next. Oh, I see. Okay. That worked out. Anyway, so you'll be going fishing with me. With Marisa and I. Marisa and I go fishing. Nothing dangerous. I have balance issues now in my old age, so I can't, go any place where I'm dangling off the edges of cliffs and stuff because I'll probably fall right in. But it should be interesting. There's certain places that I used to go that we're gonna go. My secret places to catch fish. I wish the boat was still in the water at this particular marina because man, the fish would, like I said, the fish would come in off the river and they were hungry and they would really bite. It was fun. It was really fun. Okay. So 2 of those. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Like I said, this is all brown, so I mean, wow, just trying to figure this out is craziness. Okay, there's that. So it's 2 over from that. So it's this guy right here, right? So here's this. Then I'm showing another 2. Wow, this is crazy. Let's count these things down now. We got 2 here. This light's starting to go out too. We got 2 there, and that one's there. Then there's 2, and then 2, and then a 1. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. So we're totally covering those up now. Alright, I got it. So it's going to cap the end caps on. Anyway, so yeah. I wish I could get back into that marina because that'd be my favorite place to fish, but I can't anymore. Unless I own a boat. I don't own a boat anymore. So. But I'd like to try and maybe go out and we'll go live and I'll try and go for trout or bass or something too. I know how to do that. I just prefer catfish. Catfish, you can just throw the line in and sit back and enjoy yourself. Watch the river go by. Two corners. Yeah. It's amazing how quickly we plowed through these parts. I wonder if that's what it's showing me. They look like corners, but I'm not seeing like corners. It might be these things. Make sure, because I think it's those. Is that what you're showing me? Yeah, I think it's those. I think it's these things. That's what it's showing me. Now, I didn't miss any parts on this now. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. There's a 2 sitting there. No. Just making sure that I got it. Alright. Okay, so I need 2 of these corners. Oh, I see. Okay, I have 2 of these, 2 of the corners, 2 of the flat 6s. So yeah, you might get to go out and have an adventure with me so I can, one of those, try and get trout or bass. Okay. So now we're looking from this angle. And here we go again where I'm going to build up. This is what makes this so insane, just trying to figure this out. Looks like there's a single there. And that would be the super long way across, right? It's insane. When you start doing this stuff, it's pure insanity. So this is going to go here. Okay. And then on this side here, we're going to go, we're skipping a spot. Or are we? Wow, it's just so difficult to figure this stuff out. Okay, this guy's going to go here. That's what I mean. It's really, really difficult to figure where all these parts go. Especially when you start getting more and more into this. Okay, so we're going to come in here with it. Okay, it's these I'm confused about now. These weird corner things. They've got to fit on somehow. So they're... And the weird thing is that I'm showing it looks like there's a space in between here from where it sits. Like it's sitting on that part. Yet over there it isn't. Okay, so this is going to sit. See, this is where it gets convoluted and strange, guys. Here's the 6. This looks like it's going to sit. Interesting. Yeah. So this looks like it's going to sit like this right off that 6, the base of the 6, the front right here. Okay, and then the single one is going to sit right here. Okay. So now we've got this one. Which is showing me this shape right here. So that's going to go. See, it's showing me a space here for this here. Is that how it goes? Because that's what it's showing me. It's showing me there's a space here. I don't know. I'm seeing that edge there. Yeah, I think that's it. Because it's not lining up with that. Okay. Moving on. Let's hope we got it right? So yeah, so you're going to be doing adventures with me. Maybe I'll get into if I start getting some sponsors here, get a small RV or get a tent system for my SUV, and we can start going camping. Do some different stuff. I'm also going to be doing product reviews for ghost hunting equipment. That's coming up very soon here. Okay, so still building. See how thick that is now? Here, I'll show you. See how thick all that is to build up? The insanity of it all. Okay. Need 2 singles. One of the single top ones and 2 of those. Okay. Not for the faint of heart, right? We're almost out of parts for this step, so we'll probably break into 3 tonight. Maybe 2 of those. Got it. Okay, where do these little darlings go? Oh, we're doing some kind of build up over here. Okay, so we're gonna be on the red. Okay, we'll be on the back side of the red one. We're going to be on the back side of this red one here. Okay. Give me a second. That's why I'm going silent. I'm watching what I'm doing here. And coffee with me tomorrow. I can't drink coffee. I'm not allowed. Not allowed anything with caffeine. So I'll be drinking. I say that, yeah, I'll do hot cocoa, right? But it's not quite as caffeinated as coffee. I really miss, like, I used to get, even at AM PM, I used to get vanilla cappuccinos. Loved it. But I can't even do that anymore. Don't get old, guys. All right, so next step. Build, 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 build up, build up, build up. I figured I'd talk about a bunch of stuff today. Not just paranormal. Talk about life in general. Talk about high beams when you're driving. Don't use your high beams. I mean, use them, but don't use them in like a residential neighborhood. Last night when I was out, I was in my own neighborhood, and two people came towards me. And I'm talking residential area, right? Two people came towards me with their bright lights on. Not cool. Not cool at all. Couldn't see. Especially with residential. You got people coming in and out of their houses and stuff, and that was just so not cool. Okay. And then as I turned onto the busy street, because I had to make a run over the local Safeway store here, I'm in the turn lane to turn left, and I had 4 or 5 people come at me with their high beams on. Now I know they make those headlights now that are really, really bright, but these are definitely high beams. I mean, it's just so uncool to do that. Good way to have accidents. So the two corners. Geez, when we started this thing was full. Remember? You need a 4 and a 6. Okay. I have to grab a couple batteries for that. That thing takes 3 batteries, and it'll go through it so fast. Okay, where's the next drop? Well, it's on this side now, over here. Where? Just figuring this stuff out enough to drive you insane. It's going to be even with that, so we're going to come over with what, the 4? Because once I put it down, it's game over, so I'm sure it's what I need to do here. Okay. Because like something like this, in the middle of this, like it is, that's going to be a major thing to have to take apart if I mess it up. Is there anything on the end here once I get it installed? No. Okay, so the 6 is going to go on now. Right below this. 2 minute layers. Okay. Right, because it's going to go. Okay, that went to the right of that. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right, because that's the total one. Should be that, and then, yeah. Okay, so that's going to go there. Right at the base of that. Oh, is it sitting that way? No, it's not. See, I almost even put this on wrong. Watch what I'm doing. Okay. That's going to go that direction. Yes. Excuse me while I talk to myself and figure all this out. This is insanity. Okay, so now I got these weird things. These weird corner things. So, I don't get it. I just don't get this. So there's the corner there. So that's definitely showing this going against here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it there. That's definitely showing that there. Now the other one is going to go like this. Right off that outer edge. There? Is that where it's going? Hold on, I'm not sure. I was seeing it going right off that spot right there. Oh, we'll find out when it all goes together probably, won't we? Okay. So there's the build-up so far with the part. Just like that. And we're continuing. Build up, build up, build up. Okay, so I'm going to need, I need 1/6, two of those little house-looking things. One of those, okay. I think my neighbors have their music on. I think it's the neighbors. Not positive. That or it's my old dog. He woke up because he whines when he wakes up. He wakes up confused. So he whines when he wakes up. Okay, here's another confusing thing to do. Okay, so this now is going to go somewhere. Shuck attack. Okay, so where's it going to go? This is, we just get to the point where it's just layer, 2 layers. Okay, there's the red and that one. And this is supposed to go right here to add to this layer, which means this is going to go here. It's showing me. All right, it's going to go there. Put that one there, and that's going to go there. Okay. Okay, and then these two now. These. I wish these instructions were clear. So I think these are going on the ends here. I think this goes here. I could be wrong. I am frequently wrong. So I'm going to just put these on the ends because that seems to be where they're going. Okay, so I'm going to look up here. So I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's the one. Right there. I tell you, it gets confusing after a while. So here we go, right here. There's that one. So I need 3 of those. This is the stuff that's going to be like hanging out of the robe itself that you see. That's why it's going to, like the ones I'm putting on right now, are like the smooth pieces. Oh, wow, there's two different tones. Yikes. Really? We got one dark chocolate, and then we got chocolate. Dark chocolate, really close in tone here. Yikes. Okay, so which one are we doing? That's the other thing you gotta watch. Which version of the chocolate are we putting on here? Looks like the white chocolate, so we'll put the dark one there. Okay, where are these little jewels going? So now this is where we're gonna fill it around on here. Interesting. Okay, so we're here. All right, let's get these on. Why am I seeing black on here? Oh, I see. We're going to connect it to that. This is what's coming. So we're finally going to connect to that piece over there. So we're going to figure out where to put these. Good God. It's so impossible because you see it as okay. So that goes behind there. That I can see. Okay, that's going to go there, and that's going to go 1/2. So we're going to connect these now. So I think this is going to go here. Remember, I just work here, okay? Just show what I can do. Just trying to make sense whether it shows it, because that's the 6, right? I'm going to put it here because that's what it's showing me. Okay, and then we're going to put one here. I don't know. And these will be impossible to get off of here. And then another one is going to sit here. We hope. Okay. We hope. Looks like I got it. So now we're going to connect these. So we're going to bring the other one over. See, we got that going. Now we're going to do a connection. So how are we connecting? Oh, that's easy enough. Okay. So we're going to take this, connect it right here. And there you have the side right there, all connected. So it's all connected now. Where do we go from here? So there's that. This is his side, yeah. Oh, let me get comfortable here. Whee. Okay. So we still have some building to do, so let's continue. We'll probably just get through. We may start like number 3 on this and start the other side on it. We'll see. Okay, so I need this. I also need I might go get some batteries, guys. I think I need the batteries. It's just not letting me up here. And I need 2 of these, alright. And 1 of these. And I really, to look in on these things, where are we going? So this is how we're going to connect, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm showing it here. Make sure this is connected. Do the same thing on the other side, I'm figuring. It probably goes in the middle is where it goes. And then I think that's exactly what it's doing. Yep. Okay. So that's going to go in the middle. Ah, the Nightmare Yoda. I've seen people build these though. You get serious and you have the time to do it. I've seen people build these in a matter of like hours. You know, you get really into it. Okay, 2 of those. Where do we go from here? I like that song. I don't know why that song's in my head right now, but it is. Okay, I have to see where I'm at. So, if I'm looking at this from this perspective, it doesn't tell me anything. There's that line. Okay, there's that one, and then it's going to be, because there's black there, and it's not showing me the black. So, this is what's weird about the whole thing. So, I'm figuring it did a cutaway on the layers. So, it's showing me a cutaway on these layers. I don't know why my picture's not matching what they're showing me at this point. Okay, there's those. Okay, that's where that's right here. No, no, no. I'm like totally lost right now. I don't know what's showing me. Did I miss a step? Because my stuff don't look. My stuff doesn't look like that. I got this. Huh. I gotta go back because something's not right. Something doesn't look right here. Did I miss a step? Yes, I did. That explains why I'm confused. Okay. I did miss a step. So this goes here. Ugh, okay. Am I gonna have to like rip everything down to accommodate all this? Let me just try. Yeah, I did miss a step. And then there was that 4. Where's the 4 go? I see. Okay. See, that's what happens. Get ahead of myself with this stuff. Missed a whole step. Dummy. Big dummy. Okay, this makes more sense now. Good thing I found it. That makes all the sense in the world now. Big dummy. Okay. Okay, now. You jump ahead. Yeah, we're here. Got excited. Alright, so now that's going to go. That makes more sense to me. Off of that one. That's going to go on the end. 7. It's right here. That makes more sense. So now it's raised up like that, like that. Yeah. I do believe that's the part that goes there. Yep. Okay, moving on. See, that's where you gotta be really careful to watch when you're doing this stuff because you can't get ahead of yourself. I got way ahead of myself, and then boom, you know, next thing you know, it's all messed up. Okay, one of this, and then you see little long parts here, man. Okay, so you are gonna go Oh, my back. This guy is going to go here. And then we're going to put one here. Wait a minute. Is that right? See, this is where it gets confused. You get in here in these real tight spots, it's really confusing. This definitely needs more light. Okay, so that's going to go there. It's going to go in one there. Just trying to make sense of this. Okay, there's that, yeah. So this guy is going to go here. Okay. And then you're going to put that there. Okay, yeah, so we got that. That makes sense. Okay, so this thing is gorgeous when it's done. I'm not saying it's not going to be gorgeous, but it is a lot of work to put this together. The other one. So I need this guy. Red. And this guy. And where are you going, my friend? Okay. Okay, so we're going to go in with this one. This one's going to come in this way. See, like I said, it's all covering up. That's going to cover up that yellow. Okay. We're almost there with this section too. We did a lot today on this. Okay, now what we're going to get is we need a single long one. And 3 of these. That's where those other colors come in. And where are these little darlings going to go? On top of all this mess. So we are going to go here. Wow. Definitely need a new light. Okay. Okay, so if we do this logically, this guy's going to go here. Little flat guy there. Another flat guy going in. So give me some reference to where I need to be. Okay, so then we want to throw this in here. Put this guy here, right? Right against there. Right. It's funny because all this looks level and it's not level. It's weird because it all looks level and it's not level. I don't understand, but okay. I don't understand it, but that's me. And then that guy is going to go up there for the first step. Okay. That is the end of step 2. Got about 30 minutes, so I will go and start step 3. And then we can call it a night at 9 o'clock. I did take extra time blah blahing and then doing double checking in there to make sure the cameras are right and everything. So I'll just give you that extra half hour in here. So here we go. Hopefully my light holds out. So now we're going to be doing the light colors, which is the outer portion of Yoda's room. There's all the nasty little parts. See, you gotta remember, there's 4 sides to Yoda, so we're gonna be making 4 of these things. The 2 sides with his arms are more complicated than the 2 sides, the front and back. Those are those are more complicated, the front and back, because obviously the arms are gonna have to attach in there somehow, and yeah, and then be functional. So now we're gonna build. We're putting this aside. So there's the final one. It's what we have so far on that. And we'll be making another one like this too at some point. So, simple water, and away we go. Yeah, another 30 minutes, guys, and I'm calling it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys, got the 2 hours. So, okay. First part. Okay, 2 of those. Second part. Okay. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to move that for you guys. Okay. I need one of these. Longer one. This guy. That's the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember the old days with Legos when they would actually like show the size. They would show the part. You could like put it right against the size of the part and see what size you were dealing with. I'm just saying. I remember those days. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What's wrong with this here picture? Ah, never mind. There it is. Okay. Next. Another one. Okay. One of these. And one of those. Okay, flipping. There we go. Over. So this is what this looks like here. This is going to go here. Right? And that one's going to go here. Okay. Okay, flip back. One of those. Okay. Step by step. Okay. Oh yeah, we were talking about TV shows. I'm old school. Well, a little bit old school. Never thought I'd ever be old school, but I'm old school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. I like to watch Frasier. Love Frasier. I'm a huge fan of Frasier. I haven't really, like I said, because I don't have Paramount or any of those things, I haven't really gotten the chance to watch the new Frasier. I just watched the old ones over and over, just like I've been watching Little House on the Prairie over and over. I've been enjoying Little House on the Prairie. But yeah, I've watched Frasier over and over because I love Frasier. All right, let's get this show on the road here. My shirt's a little dirty. I apologize for that. Before I came in here, the dog decided to pay me a visit. Her feet were muddy. Just as the show started, I was out in the hallway. wish they were all this easy, but they're not. Now this is what's going to be interesting that you guys will see is when we put the actual, these are, this is literally the outside of his cloak. That's what we've been designing. That's the place where we can, this stuff, now it'll all match up with this. The stuff we've done already. And it'll be really cool when you see it when it fits. And again, we are layering this stuff on, like we did earlier. Layer upon layer upon layer. Okay, so we're just layering everything together. This is a lot easier to see the layer than the other way because, again, the other way was just dark, man. Okay. Okay, so, gotta figure out where we're at here. So, where are we at? Oh, I see. This goes over here. We got trouble, right? And again, like I just like the old type of TV show. My mother loved Little House. She loved Bonanza. That was huge for her. She liked Michael Landon. And so we watched a lot of Bonanza. I never got into Bonanza. As a kid, my sister used to watch it in the afternoons. I never got into it, but I got into it with her. So the interesting I found out about Bonanza was that Bonanza takes place at the same time as Little House. So, I get these epiphany things when I'm watching TV sometimes. And today, as I was watching Little House, I got to thinking about Michael Landon, and I thought, you know what? If he decides to go west towards Nevada, he could probably run into his own doppelganger, right? Because the Cartwrights are out there, or out west. I always wondered about stuff like that. I have no life. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and mount this. We hope. Figure out mounting the right spot. Because it would suck not to get this in the right spot. So let's see where we're at with it. So what I'm saying is, this is going to go, and it should be designed to fit perfectly on this edge, and there it is. Right? It's going to hang over. Yep, so that's good. They're designed. That's why they're done in steps. Because they're designed to fit. So what we're doing is we're just putting it on there. And we'll know we made a mistake if it doesn't fit. So there it is. We got one part of Yoda's robe, the lighter part, the outer part of Yoda. So there it is right there. So we were able to fit that on there. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. Now we're going to do another side of Yoda's robe. I think of Weird Al. And the satire of Yoda. So what's going to happen is we're going to, okay, that's 4. So I hear they're, we talk some Disney here. I hear they're redoing the stuff on Star Tours, the ride that you take that's supposed to be, the intergalactic airplane. And it used to be they had the first robot that would take, and he always wanted to do this, and so he takes you down to the Death Star and all this other stuff. And they've changed it. They've added a lot. Where sometimes you'll even see Han Solo, you'll see Rey sometimes in these things. Well, they're adding in the Mandalorian and they're adding in Ahsoka, and all these more popular shows that they have, the more recent ones. And I thought this could be fun because if you guys are like Mandalorian fans, like I am, I'm a huge Mandalorian fan. Obviously, Grogu. Well, Grogu is mischievous, and Grogu likes to push buttons, and there's times when Din has been on like the cargo hold on the ship. A second. The cargo hold on the ship, and he's left Grogu just sitting there doing nothing. And all of a sudden, Grogu pushes a button, and the ship does this. So I got to thinking about them doing the Mandalorian, with the Star Tours ride, and it occurred to me that the funniest scenario would be you're sitting there, you got your seatbelt on, you're ready to go, the stewardesses are doing their thing, and you look over and things get dark and lights come back up and Grogu is now sitting in the pilot seat. That would be the funniest scenario where Grogu takes you flying. Right? I mean, imagine the mischief. You'd be going through all kinds of stuff trying to maneuver. It'd be kind of scary, but it'd be funny at the same time. So I'm curious to see if Disney's going to actually do that with Grogu. If that's going to be an option. And Grogu ends up being your pilot. That would be terrifying. The last time I went, it was C3. It was C3PO was our pilot. The last trip I made to Disney, it was 3PO. Which was kind of cool. But having Grogu as your pilot, yeah. What could possibly go wrong? So hopefully I'll get back there at some point. I was there 2 years ago. It seems like it was just yesterday that I was in Disney. Actually, it was a year and a half ago, not 2 years ago. It was about coming up on a year and a half now since I've been there. Hard to believe time goes so fast. But I can't think of a more humorous thing to happen than to have, like I said, than to have Grogu take over the pilot seat. Lordy, lordy. Now my question with this is that. Oh, I see. Okay, I thought it was that one. Okay. That goes there, and then we can just do that one up here. Got it. All right, we're rolling right along with this. We might have this thing done, this part of it done, before we shut down for the night. We'll see. Then I get to make dinner. I have to settle on what I'm going to do tonight. Thanks to my friends Pam and Tim from Wisconsin, I do have real nice smoked meat I can have. I do have some macaroni and cheese. I do have some mac and cheese and a salad, so maybe I'll just do that tonight. I don't like eating late, but sometimes you just have to. Okay, this is going to go here. That's going to go there. Okay. Again, we're layering this. So I'll probably do that. I'm wondering. Oh, yeah, I already blew it. I gotta do it again. Oh, Lord. Okay. I blew it. And this is going to be a bear. Nope, I got lucky. Look at that. Got lucky. All right, now we're better. All better. Yeah, okay. Now we got it. Yeah, we're going to put this one on there. Hot diggity dog. So let's do. Gee, we're at step 112 of the directions. Hard to believe we're that far in. I've seen, like, I love Lego. Like I said, I love Legos. I've seen, like, Darth Vader helms. You can do Darth Vader's head in Lego. And it's a good sized kit. That would be kind of cool. Okay, see what we're doing. What makes me laugh with this is I'm seeing layers that don't exist. It's just me on this. Oh no, there it is. We're going to be doing a preliminary investigation this weekend. And can't take you along on that, unfortunately, because we're just starting to talk to the client. So that is all secretive because, I mean, they're going to tell us all about what's been going on, and we don't want to have issues with that. So, but we will be taking you along on portions of the investigation when we do it. Okay, so we're going to turn this around so it's this way. And we're going to mount this bad boy. And this is going to go. This is ready to flashlight. There's a stupid brown. So we're going to go right to the edge with this. 2 in. Okay. Okay. Seriously. Are we going all the way across, or what are we doing here? Looks like we're going all the way across with it. Okay, and then there's 2 right there, right? Those are the 2 that run along. Here's the black. Yeah, okay, that's where we're at. Okay, just to see where we're at. So this is going to go all the way across here. Again, if I didn't build it right, it's not going to match up, but it matched up. So here's a little bit more of Yoda's robe. Right there, see? Coming together. Yoda's robe. Pretty slick. So, if you guys are there still, and a lot of you probably fell asleep by now, what did you have for dinner tonight? And it's looking like smoked chicken for me or smoked pork chops. Boneless pork chops, thin cut pork chops for me tonight. And a salad. I do have a salad. So that will probably more than likely be what I eat after I get done here. Feed my dogs, and then I always feed my animals. I always feed my animals first. They come first. Feed my dogs, and then get my dinner ready. The neat thing about the smoked food is that it's pre-cooked, so I mean it's not going to be a huge thing to cook up. It's not like it's going to take forever. I can either like put it in my air fryer and kind of make it, brown, a little more brown, or throw it in the microwave and then do it that way. So I'll have to figure out what my plan of attack is. Again, always doing layers. Okay, so this one's going to go on too here. So let's see where we're going to put this guy. So I almost thought it wasn't going to go there. I thought I was in trouble. I thought I was having a problem there. So there's that part. See, coming together, coming together. Yoda's room. Master Yoda. And when I get up from here, I'll probably cramp up. Because I always cramp up when I'm sitting in this chair. In fact, every time I sit in this chair, I cramp up. Well, this one's going really easy. I wonder if when we get to this point, at the end of this one, if we'll be attaching it directly to the framing. Okay, these go on top of each other, I see. No, it doesn't want to quite sit. Hang on, let's make it go there. Because it sits lower than that, huh? Oh, there you go. Don't do that stuff. Okay. Okay. You better go on the end right there. Okay. Okay, here we go. That one. Keep layering it up. Keep layering it up. Step 116. So we're done with that part. Now we're going to build another big layer. This is going to be a thicker, much thicker layer. I think this is his shoulder, where his arm is going to attach. We're probably not going to finish this part. I'll get as far as I can go, and then I'm going to mark it, because this is going to take some time. Or maybe I'll get lucky and not get overly confused when I'm doing this, and that'll be the end of it. But there's not a lot of parts here, really, when you think about it. When you look at this part-wise, there's just not a lot of parts here for this. And then we'll continue next Wednesday. So every Wednesday. Every Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe not next week. Next week's totally booked up. We might do maybe a Saturday with it. Come in on just for a special Saturday night thing. So. Because next week's totally booked. Unless there's a cancellation. But next week, yeah. Got some great shows planned too next week. Right on, okay. Moving right along. It's a 4x6. This guy right here. See, we may be able to finish this. Let's see how quick I can move on it and not mess it up, right? The other one. 5 minutes. Nope, not that one. Down. Yeah. Okay. Where did we go? I don't know why that's in my head, yeah. Oh, 3, no wonder. I'm confused. Here we go, wait for a second. Got confused. Yeah, I think if you guys want to, you know what, we might just wait to finish this step off. Because, I mean, we don't have a lot of parts in here. So maybe it'll take us maybe 15 minutes more. So maybe we'll just continue on to finish this thing off, this part off. That's what I'm thinking. There's no point stopping now. We're that close. I'm just saying. Yeah, there's no point stopping. I mean, we're going pretty fast with this one, so. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I see it. That looks like that. Got it. Okay, got it. Make sure I did it right before there. Yeah. Okay, next. So then this is gonna go. I'm looking at it from this angle. Coming up directly on there. So then we're gonna have. Yeah, it's coming up right here. Match it there. There we go. So that's sitting there. Next. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and finish. this step. And then we can all go our happy way for the night, and I will be back on the air, I believe, at 9 a.m. or 9:30. I will check my time for that. I'll definitely be available tomorrow morning for coffee with the ghost hunter. Oh, you know what? Okay, gotta do that again. Whoops. This is gonna be hard. Try and peel the bottom off. Oh, there we go. So, okay, that's where that goes. Okay. Yeah, I did not see that, but thank you for pointing that out. It's right here for not paying attention. Okay. Now put it on. There we go. Now it matches. Okay, where'd the two go? Down here. Okay. I can remember to turn the furnace back on too. I've been doing that. Where I turn it off to do shows or whatever, and then I eat dinner, get tired, fall asleep, and then I wake up freezing and the house is ice cold because I didn't turn the furnace back on. Okay, we'll flip back now. Okay. We're back on over here in this direction. I got to make sure I'm watching what end I'm on too because we're layering and layering and layering. Over which one of those? Yeah, okay, I was going to say it. Okay, so the 2 is going to go over here, above this mark. This guy is going to go here. Yeah, we're getting ready to put Yoda's arms on. That's what we're doing here. This guy's going here. Okay, next layer. That one. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't remember to move this. Huh? Bad host, bad. So we're going over here with this one. I'm going to go this way. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to try and we're going to build the first. I think this is for Yoda's arm, one of his arms. I do believe this guy, and I need this guy. We're almost there. We're almost at completion here. But this is part of Yoda, I think. This is what's going to control his arms, or his eyes are really weird to build too. This can be for his eyes as well. And that's what this one was for. So this has to face up, right? So I don't put the wrong position. Yeah, okay. There it is. So that's it. Next. Still building up, so here we go. This guy, that guy, one of these, this guy, this one. Alright. Oh man, my body's really stiff right now. Stiff, stiff, stiff. Okay, so we're building up around this, is what we're building up around. So when do we do it? Okay, so right up here, we're going to go ahead and put that there. Right? Right. And we're going to put this here. Right. Okay, and then we're going to put this here on this thing. Where do we do it? Okay, wait. Okay, this is coming here. This goes right here. That lines up to that. This goes here. If the dog eats this one, I'm going to be really mad. And then that goes right here. Yeah, it's all about layers. Layer, layer, layer. Okay. Next. This guy. This guy. This guy. Tell ya, like I said, I haven't run out of parts yet, or not had a situation where there's no parts. This has gone really well this way. This has really gone well so far. If you lose a part of this stuff, and you're pretty well zonked on it. Then you have to like order the parts. That or go to the Lego store, which is fun too. But then your mouth waters because you're looking at all the cool Legos, like the Taj Mahal and things like that. We're almost there. There's like maybe 3 parts left after this. Okay. There. Okay. So this guy here. Yeah, this is going to go right here. Again, we're layering. Okay, next. That might be it. Yep, that's it. And we're going to attach it. Look at that. Okay. So let me bring it over. We're going to get this thing done, and then we're going to try and put it on there. For the first part of Yoda. Trying to figure out from what direction we're doing this now. This direction. Okay, where are you going? You're going up the middle somewhere. God, trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. Where it's going to sit. Okay, I'm trying to look at this and see what's going on here. I have to see what's below me. It's right here is where it's going to sit, what it looks like. Right. But how far up are we on this thing? Is it right there? No, it's above that. So we're going to go to here with it. That's what we're going to do right there. I do believe that's it right there. All right, one on the outside. Okay. There it is there. Make sure it goes on. There it is. And there we have it. And there's the side of this, and this is going to be, again, like I said, this is going to probably be one of Yoda's arms. See, it looks like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put it on. So let me get this thing. We're going to go ahead and see if I can attach it without a flurry of foul language. So here we go. Put this bad boy on, and then we're going to call it a day. So which way are we going here? We're going so that this is facing us. Really? Okay. All right. So did I install this wrong? I gotta look at this because the. Uh-oh. You know what? I installed this wrong. That should be facing me. Yep, it's installed wrong. Oh, bugger. Well, I'm gonna have to wait on that then because this isn't right. That should be facing me because this is the front of his robe here. Well, bugger. I'm gonna have to do a reinstall on this part. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. It's all good. We got this. Scared myself for a second there. Okay, we're good. Now, is this the side with? I gotta make sure I'm on the right side too, because there's two sides to this in here too. I gotta make sure I'm on the right frame. Oh, it's showing me now. It's showing me the yellow, so I gotta go to the other side. Okay, showing me the yellow. Okay, so here we are. I got weird things going on with his feet here. We're gonna have to adjust. His feet should be coming forward and not. We'll never know. Okay, so we're gonna attach this. So here we go. Let's see how I'm able to attach without any issues. It's gonna be this side that gets attached. So is it sitting? The question is, does it sit all the way down? Move that back. Does it go up or does it sit all the way down? I think it goes up a little bit. Trying to see. Oh yeah, there's the back view on it. Let's see what it looks like. So it's gonna go up. Okay, so the bottom lines up exactly. Okay, the bottom. Okay, so let me get this on here. So we're lining this bad boy up. The bottom is gonna line up perfectly down here with the rest of it. And why are we so far off? I didn't do something right. Hang on. This is gonna line up at some point here. Make it too wide, that would suck. Okay, so why is there no hookup here? There should be one down there. Let me put one down there. There's got to be one down there. Luckily, I have some here I can just put in. There should be something down here to plug into. Right, okay, ready? There's one missing. Okay, so trying to figure out which goes up. Okay. We may have a problem. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just me. I think it's those that have to connect. It's these things here that are connecting. There's that one, there's that one. Other side. All Trevez. It looks like it's flesh in the photos, but it's not. And there it is. And it's going to fall over right now because that's where all the weight's on it. Until we can get like the rest of the weight on here. So there it is. Okay, let me turn around for you guys. Whoa, it's gonna go over until I get the rest of the weight on. So there you go, right there. We got Yoda's. Push it forward for you. There's for the front of Yoda. His head is going to go in here. His head will move, so his head's going to go right there. But there you go. All right, well, that is it for tonight, gang. I'm tired. You're probably tired of watching me listen to me blah blah. So there you have it. Next time we get together, we'll probably be. Let's just lay it down because that's what it's going to do for now. It will probably be a Saturday night. I lost a foot. Hang on. I lost a claw. I have to replace the claws. Don't you hate when that happens? Oh, booger. Okay, we're going to have to replace the claw. The claw. Okay, yeah. Oh, there it is there. Okay. So, we're losing claws. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to lay it down because that's what it's going to do until further notice. Where'd the claw go? I know it fell. Where'd it go? We lost the claw already. That didn't take long, did it? Whoa, no, someone's a claw. No, funny, I'll just take off the other that I have. I don't know where the claw went. I know it fell off. I'm not seeing it. Well, that's dead in the night. We're not going to worry about it. I'll find it elsewhere. So, I always have another one off the other video I built anyway. Okay, so, we probably, oh, there it is. We probably won't get back in to do this next week because, like I said, we're booked solid next week. So, um, if we do anything, maybe we can get in on Saturday night because I don't. The prelim that we have isn't until Sunday, so we could always get back in here on Saturday night and do this. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I want to thank you all for coming tonight and sticking with me during this build. It's coming along nicely, and I will see you guys tomorrow at noon. Well, I take it back. At 9 or 9:30 for the coffee with the Ghost Hunter. If you're gonna, if you're gonna participate in that. If not, I'll see you tomorrow at noon Pacific for Alan Pierce, and we're gonna be talking about comas. Okay, what happens? What happens when you're in a comatose state? How do you react and things like that? Having to do with NDEs and all kinds of stuff. He's done a lot of research on this, and yeah, he has some fascinating stories to tell from witnesses. So yeah, that'll work. And then I will see you at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow Pacific for a surprise topic with me, Karen Clark. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great one. And if you do want to go to that coffee with the Ghost Hunter, head over to California Haunts Paranormal Investigation Team Meetup. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great one.